For decades, the U.S. has celebrated the second Monday in October as Columbus Day, meant to honor European explorer Christopher Columbus. But in recent years, cities and states have shifted to observe Indigenous Peoples Day instead. Columbus Day celebrations in the U.S. began as early as 1792, with an observance of the 300th anniversary of Columbus landing in the Americas. Italian and Catholic communities continued that tradition, using it to highlight Italian-American heritage and accomplishments. After lobbying by Catholic organization Knights of Columbus, President Franklin D. Roosevelt proclaimed the first national observance of Columbus Day in 1934, with Congress making it a national holiday 3 years later. Indigenous groups officially proposed a change to the holiday during a 1977 UN conference. To generations of Indigenous people, the day is one of pain, marking the start of colonization that killed millions. South Dakota was the first state to officially change the day, beginning to commemorate Native Americans Day instead in 1990. Hawaii had already stopped observing Columbus Day, switching to Discoverers Day in 1971 to honor all discoverers, including Pacific and Polynesian navigators. Berkeley, in California, became the first U.S. city to switch to Indigenous Peoples Day. Rather than remembering Columbus, who never landed in the present-day U.S., only making it to what is now the Bahamas, Indigenous Peoples Day recognizes the first inhabitants of the Americas. After the anti-racism movement that gained momentum during the Black Lives Matter protests of summer 2020, there have been increased calls for a change in the holiday, as protesters across the U.S. and the Americas toppled statues of Columbus and other historical figures considered colonialists, slavers, and racists. Now, hundreds of towns, cities, counties, and tribal governments, as well as several states in the District of Columbia, officially recognize the second Monday in October as a day of remembrance. Some places have replaced Columbus Day entirely, others keep both holidays.
It's something that it's been instilled in us since in school, that in 1492 Columbus was this great guy, was an explorer, was an adventurer, was going to be, that was going to be a good person to us. But as we got older, we learned otherwise, that it wasn't true. And now, I guess you could say, the truth is out. The truth is out. And this is why it's so historical and meaningful for me.